Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page playing.
He unleashes a long one. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Kentucky will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a real easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Swings it out to his running back. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Sims. Oh, he's got some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And Dable, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with his back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And what are they cooking up on 2nd and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
They'll try to get outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you've got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. A full dive to haul that one in.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Off the play fake on first down. Now improvising. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here we go, set. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going into halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Kentucky, 14.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position.
First and 10.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Back open in the middle. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Timeout.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. They don't ask you how, they ask you if. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the handoff. Here's an open space downfield. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. After the run, now to throw. Going for the big play. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will give them the lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Finley. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, what a cut! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to...
Going over the top. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wolf. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
24, Kentucky, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Sends the offense back out onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Turning it on! The 40! Running inside the 20! And he got away from the defense and takes it in! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
It's a fumble! And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover.
Looking for a deep man. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going. Got his hand.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Dances away. Zings it complete to the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good. Defense.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
What a tough situation in the game. You know you need points. A field goal's not going to do it. You'd like this offense to be aggressive. He didn't feel comfortable, threw the ball away. Big 4th down coming up.
Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete. Incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I've got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than this block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to put.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pressure coming. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Coming out on 2nd down, trying to put this one away. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush is on him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team.